Hello, this is Sharka, and welcome back to a new QuickBytes, where we ask a question. Is Football Glory a Sensi beta? Normally this is a crazy question, this is crazy talk. What can beat Sensi? It's the game, the soccer game, football game. But in some ways, I will say now, the answer to the question, does this beat Sensi? Yes and no, which is feels like a cop-out, but there's specific reasons why. One of the reasons right now is, as you can see here, there are odd gaps in the teams for, there's only like a handful from some regions and divisions, and England has only got a certain number of teams. There's a lot of where's West Brom and stuff like that. But another thing is that the amount of tactics and control of your squad and tactics. One thing you might have noticed there, the players have the official proper names. I didn't see, when I looked into this, I didn't see any mention of official sponsorship. They got licensing and stuff like that. So whereas Sensi, they basically randomize or just had one character off the name, so you could just edit the fake names back to the original ones. But here we go. We're going to go and show you one thing where I feel it does beat Sensi, and this is the actual play of the game. It looks like Sensi. You could show this a screenshot to someone and they would say, yes, that's a sensible soccer. But if you notice, there is immediate differences. There are speed differences. This plays a lot faster game of football, and there's more character animation. They move, the players move more fluidly. There's more frames of animation, and you got, I don't know if that's dirt or it's blood. I think it's blood, but whenever you do a sliding tackle, you all leave little lines across the pitch. It's a more violent game, apparently. A more visceral game of football. One thing I do like is these picture-in-picture moments. They show the sprite work really well and just add some more their own unique flair. Here's another of those cute animations for when you do a foul, and from what I've heard, you can, if you get red carded, you can punch the goalkeeper and run away from it, run away from the goalkeeper, which is, it feels like one of those things that would go around a school playground. Or do you know in Football Glory you can punch the goalkeeper, and you try and find out if it was true or not. I still don't know yet. It's only fair that we compare it against sensible soccer, sensible world of soccer. And I was struck immediately just how much of a slower game SWAS is, and by extension sensible soccer. It feels almost like in slow-mo. It feels quite plodding in comparison to Football Glory. I think I prefer the quicker pace of Football Glory to SWAS now. But which is crazy. I felt like SWAS was the fastest game of 2D football I'd seen, and no, it's not. It's Football Glory takes the prize on that. It's not all sunshine and roses for Football Glory, unfortunately. Everything outside the actual football play itself has a rough and unpolished feel. The menus don't feel as polished as Sensi's, or have fewer options, fewer leagues, fewer of everything basically. And it wasn't sunshine and roses for Crow Team itself. Sensible Software were not happy. They took legal action against Crow Team, which was reported in the one, and yeah, had it swept off the shelves for quite some time. And Crow Team never recovered really from, well, Football Glory, I should say, specifically never recovered. It was made freeware in '98, so yeah, it's yeah, the time away by the time the SWAS had come out, and which is the best still, but the better overall package. If I was to say go between SWAS and this Football Glory, I'd say go with SWAS. But if you just want a fun arcade game, football game that does the Sensi thing with some additional flair itself, go for it. If you're not looking for all the kind of leagues and clubs under the sun, and you're happy with the smaller selection, and you don't mind the additional animations, one thing that was criticised was the animations. Some reviewers felt the animations interfered with the pace of play, which actually can be turned off. Like special animations can be turned off in the menu, so I don't think they dismissed that, or if it wasn't there when they reviewed it. And I think it's lovely. It's of all the other football games I've played on the Amiga, things like Goal and Elder Kickoffs, Football Glory is the only one that comes close to Sensi, and in some ways exceeds it. Like, I would play this just as much as I would Sensible Soccer if I wanted a more richer experience. Of course, like I was with SWAS. But yeah, give football, if you enjoy playing Sensi and you've, like me, you overlooked Football Glory completely. I kind of like mixed this up in my head for the longest time. I think it was like Goal, or just like it's just some kind of like kickoff knockoff or something like that, or just something not very good. But no, it's lovely, and it's a shame that Sensible Software came down on it so hard. They were vicious, and it feels like a David and Goliath situation where like they were just trying to almost engage in protectionism of what they felt was their shtick, their game, which yeah, it looks close, but there's enough that differentiates in terms of like the pace of play and animations, and I mean for Sensible Software to go after Crow Team, and just feels it's not very nice. It gives me like a bitter taste of Sensi now to know that when someone tried to iterate on their formula, that they went after them. It's a shame. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed delving into the Football Glory, the Sensi beta question mark. It's a yes and no question answer rather. But yeah, thank you for watching, and until the next QuickBytes, this has been Coffee Hound Retro Sharka. So have a good day, and signing off.